Welcome back to another episode of the DGN Sports Show. I'm joined as always by Adam and Garrett.
Hey, Nern.
I think we've got a few new strategies. I'm not going to spoil. I think these two are going to try something different this week. I'm going to stick with what I done last week.
Oh, not me.
You're not doing it. You got stuff going. It's just Garrett.
I'm the one that's gave up. So this is why we're doing this.
Get back to the top of the page here. So if no one has any objections, we'll just get started.
Garrett, I'm interested to hear your commentary on all these, and then we'll get your picks. I don't want you to clam up.
I mean, I can give you what I want to pick, but as you'll see here in a few
I like
seconds,
that.
it'll
I like that.
it'll be out of my hands.
That's cool. So you're going to give your point and then still do what you're supposed to do. What you showed us you're going to do. I like that.
Yeah, I got to compare.
What if every pick that we do that with is exactly what you pick?
Is what it is.
All right. So
Go with it.
first game is Arkansas at Mississippi State. Opened at 7.5, closed at 9.5 to Mississippi State. The over/under dropped from 62 to 58, and Arkansas is a plus 260 money line. Is that right?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, Mississippi State's been looking good lately, man, and Arkansas. I don't blame them because they played Texas A&M close game and Alabama in back-to-back weeks. Now they got to go to Mississippi State, who's now ranked, and we got Arkansas coming off back-to-back losses. You got Mississippi State, who's been looking really good lately. They just beat the dog breaks off Texas A&M.
Yeah, 42-24.
224. LSU did beat them though. The Mississippi State's an SEC West team, aren't they?
Both these teams are West.
That's what I thought. We just play them every year. That's like our one yearly.
Yeah, you have a common West and then a rotating.
Man, the SEC West is weird. Other than Alabama, everybody's just eating each other, and it's a revolving door. As far as the game goes, I think 9.5. 9.5 points with Arkansas is just too many points to give me, and me pass it up. I don't think Arkansas is a bad team. I just think they had a close game loss to Texas A&M, and then they just ran into Alabama. I don't see them in a middle of the pack SEC West team, and I could see it being a 7-point ball game. But 10 points is 9.5 points is a lot. So I'm gonna take Arkansas and the points on that one. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game, though. So I'm going to take the under at 58.
We'll let Garrett go last to reveal his strategy, but I'm going to take Arkansas money line. Go Hogs.
Go Hogs.
And 58. These are both. I mean, I said last week I think Arkansas can score plenty of points, and obviously under a Mike Leach offense at Mississippi State, they're going to put up points. So, in a random effort, I'm going to take the over.
Before you go, Garrett, in a lapse of memory, I forgot Mike Leach was the coach of Mississippi State, so I would want to go on record and change that to an over.
That's fair. You could do that.
Okay.
No, you're not allowed. I'm kidding. Garrett, you have the floor.
So if this was my personal pick, I'm agreeing with Arkansas. Like 9.5 is way too much. I'm still a believer in Arkansas. I just think the last week against Bama, I mean, it's Bama. Bama's rolling again like they're, definitely a national championship worthy team. Too many points though. I know we had the same conversation like 3 weeks ago when it come to Mike Leach. And that game was an under, and it bit me because I took the over. I would personally take Arkansas in the under here, but this means nothing because it's not my pick to make right now.
Okay, so let's show what Garrett's about to do. Let's see how smooth this goes.
God is now making my picks. It can't do any worse.
God.
I've been horrible.
God is in a webpage.
God is in a web page.
So I'm going to show this, put it on top. So obviously, Mississippi State is the home team. Arkansas is the away team. Spin the wheel.
Let's make it just a long spin. Let's do a long one just to see what happens.
So Garrett is taking
Mississippi State minus 9.5.
Damn it.
And you have another tab, right, for...
Oh, yeah.
So I have to close that. There we go. I'll get the hang of this in a minute. And this is for Garrett's over and under, which again is at 58.
Exactly opposite.
It slid right in.
Yeah.
That's
Almost
rigged.
exactly opposite of what you said.
All right. So he took Mississippi State under on this.
Go.
I do like that. That's pretty well thought up idea you had there, Garrett. All right, next game. Missouri is at Florida. Florida is at 11.5 starting. It closed at 11. Not much movement. The over-under is 54. It actually dropped to 53.5. It looks like Missouri is not scoring big against big name teams. As far as I don't. Besides last week against Georgia, obviously. Before last week, they were not. Florida played Tennessee within 5, and this is. You know what? Give me Missouri to cover. I'll take Missouri to cover, and give me the over again.
Yeah,
Don't hate it.
Looking at the past schedules of both of these teams, Missouri has put up 22 points on the best defense in the nation.
Yeah, that was very impressive.
Also, only put up 14 against Auburn. Weird. They put up 52 once this year. I think this will be a pretty high-scoring game, so I'm definitely taking the over. But, man, I think I'm going to take Missouri. I'm going to take Missouri plus 11.5. I mean, I could see it being a 10-point ball game, but I don't see Florida blowing them out. The only thing that could derail that is if Missouri walks in thinking that they, with the biggest moral victory of all time, that they played Georgia such a close game.
I didn't think about that.
Thinking that they're great and then just get waxed. But still at 11.5, 11, sorry. Spread's 11. That's a lot of points. I'm going to take them. I'm going to take plus 11 and the over.
I'll give my personal opinion. I think last week was a fluke, 100%. Georgia's doing some wacky things past 2 weeks. I'm taking Florida in the over, man. 53.5 is a little low. I do agree. I think it's gonna be high scoring. But that's at Florida. It's not an easy place to play, and I think Florida's going to run away with it. Wheeling out of sides.
Not counting the
Wheel,
Will's
man.
choice.
Yeah.
I can't see this. I've switched it up.
All right. Now for Garrett's pick. Home is Florida, away is Missouri. And Garrett Hammonds gets
Florida.
He wanted them.
He wanted them.
Yep. now for the over-under, which is 53.5. And he gets the over.
Picks. All right, same picks.
Look at that. Not terrible.
The wheel has
Could be
listened.
good, could be horrible.
The wheel has listened. Next game is Tennessee at LSU. I'm kind of interested to watch this game. 2.5 Tennessee to starting, 3 in the close. Over-under closed at 65. LSU is plus 130. And this is in Death Valley, so that could be, I think it could be an interesting game. Tennessee seems to be scoring a lot of points. 59, 34, 63, 38. Tennessee is undefeated. And LSU, they scored 65 once, but that was against Southern U. So, at 3 points, I could see Tennessee winning by a field goal and it being a push, just because it's in Death Valley. So give me, I'll take LSU on the chance of a push, but I'm going to take the under at 65.
I'm gonna go LSU money line in the under.
Ooh.
It'll be a home game, and really this is just me coming out saying I want Tennessee to lose.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a hard ball game for them. LSU's been looking pretty good lately, and 65. There's a lot of things you gotta go right to hit that over. It very well may hit, but odds aren't with it. So I'm gonna play the under on that. But I'll take LSU to win that outright.
Yeah. I think it's just
As much.
Go ahead, sorry.
Well, I was gonna say, as much as I hate Tennessee, that offense is just stupid right now. I think they win this game. -3 at Blackburn. I'm kind of with you. I could see this being a high scoring affair, but then winning by 3. This being a push, 100% on the board. Give me Tennessee though, and 65. Yeah, that's just. I'd feel okay losing the over and under, taking the under at 65. That wouldn't bother me too much because 65 is so many points. That's what I would take. It would be Tennessee in the under.
Nice. And let's see what the wheel has to offer. It's almost like having a fourth on the show, but we don't have one.
I had to do that so I knew which one I was clicking.
All right. Home is LSU, away is Tennessee, and Garrett gets LSU.
Well, I mean, you could. That's
I
what
don't
I
hate
took.
it.
That's what I took. You know.
Yeah. It's not.
In my heart, I'd rather LSU win that game.
Yes, absolutely. I think we all want LSU to win that ball game.
Ooh.
Over at 65. That's a toughie. That is a toughie.
Hey, but I've been wrong so much picking.
You know, that's
Will.
besides the fact you're saying you're wrong a lot. But and that was not a stab. I mean, this game could go off the rails and it just be an offensive
Yeah.
juggernaut. Which
This could be a 2 overtime game with each team scoring like 52, 55 points or something ridiculous.
very likely.
This should be a fun one to watch at least.
Yeah. The next game is Auburn at Georgia. Georgia is a 29.5-point favorite. It did not move. And it started at 48.5, but it has moved up to 49.5. And we have no money line odds on this one currently. But I'll let Adam talk and I can tell you what they should be. Or I can find something that has them on there.
Gary, you go ahead and grab this one. I had something happen.
Auburn finally this past weekend looked like a well-functioning team. 29.5, I don't know what's going on with Georgia right now. If they keep up what they've been doing the past couple of weeks, that's just too many points. I would take Auburn, but at 49, give me the over. I don't think this is going to be like a crazy offensive game, but 49 is just kind of low for these teams. Yeah, give me Auburn in the over.
Yeah, I mean Georgia's besides last week's game, Georgia is scoring almost 40 points a game on their own.
Yeah.
Now, do you expect Auburn not to score at all? That's what you got to factor in. I feel like. So,
I think they sprinkle in an offensive touchdown here and there. I mean, they look kind of good last Saturday, offensively at least. It kind of surprised me. It was
I,
a home game. I will give them that, but maybe they're figuring something out. 29.5 is a lot of points, you know.
yeah. So I'm going to take Auburn, just off of a whim, and I'm also going to take the over because I think Georgia's going to score what they want to score. I don't really see anybody stopping them.
So I feel better about the over than I do Auburn covering this game, but I also feel pretty good about Auburn covering. I don't think it's going to be a great game to watch, but I think numbers wise, I think that's pretty solid pick.
Yeah, 30. Well, 30 is a lot.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
a lot
care
of
who you
points.
As far as how this game goes for me, I'm kind of caught between does Georgia come out pissed off because they had a close game and beat the dog shit out of somebody, or is Auburn actually kind of slightly better than we think they are and they just had a bad showing against Penn State? Because the only two games they've lost all year is Penn State and LSU. They lost to LSU by 4. They did get blown out by Penn State, but that it was a close ball game relatively until the last quarter. Um, I think Auburn. Will keep it below 30. I do. So I'm going to take Auburn in that, but I don't. I think it's going to go above 49, 49 and a half. I don't think the defense of Georgia will let it get that far. I think that Auburn is able to keep it below 30, but I just don't see a lot of points coming out of this ball game. So I'm going to go the under in Auburn.
All right.
I'd agree with that. I think it all depends, like you said, like how Georgia's mindset is coming to this game after these past 2 weeks where they've just looked clunky on offense.
I wonder if it's that they're trying to just like cruise until it really matters.
Could be.
All right, home team
Yeah.
is Georgia, away is Auburn,
Auburn.
and Garrett takes
Okay.
Auburn.
That's what I would normally pick.
Now, the under.
Auburn in the under. Come join the dark side, Bubby.
It's pretty solid. That's twice that the will of God has agreed with you, Garrett. I don't know if there's some collusion going on here, but
I took the over in that game, like my own personal pick, but we got some different distribution between the wheel and myself. But again, I'm not 100% on my picks anyway, so
that's true.
can't hurt.
Next game is Ohio State at Michigan State. Ohio State started at 25.5-point favorite, moved to 27. The over/under started at 63. It is now 65. And I actually didn't open up my points tab for this one because that's what I've been going by based on scoring and defense. So either one of you want to take it, and I'll look and see what.
I got this one. Michigan State's coming in having lost 3 straight. Also, one of them a 34-7 home loss to Minnesota. So I feel pretty confident that Ohio State's going to be able to cover that spread. I know it's a lot of points, but I'm going to take Ohio State in that. As far as the over/under, it's iffy for me because Ohio State's putting up a lot of points. A lot of points. Last game they put up 49. The lowest amount of points they put up 21 against Notre Dame in the first game, but other than that, they've scored over 45 in the last 4 games. I just don't see Michigan State being able to put up points, and you're going to need both teams to score to get to 65.
Yep.
So I'm going to take the under. I'm going to go Ohio State minus 27 in the under.
If I was making this pick, that's exactly my line of thinking when it comes to it. 65 is a hell of a lot of points, and just the fact that Michigan State could barely even score on Minnesota, Iowa State's defense, I mean, they aren't world beaters, but they're not something to mess with. Yeah, I think it completely depends on if Michigan State can score points. And in this situation, unless they're like a hungry dog losing three straight where they just go out and I don't know, play like out of their minds, I don't think they're scoring many points at all. Yeah, I would normally take Ohio State in the under in this position.
Is this while we spin this wheel, is this are they on the same side of the conference or is Michigan State on the opposite?
I don't.
I
I
can
don't
tell
know.
you right
I
now.
think it's opposite, but I'm not sure. Oh,
This is Big Ten East. This
okay.
is a divisional
No,
game.
we went over first on that one. So Garrett, you got over 65.
Yeah, Garrett's got the over.
Yeah, that's fine. Sucks, but that's fine. Don't give me Michigan State. I feel it. I feel it in my bones.
Oh, what do you call that?
I think it's
You
a
want?
home. It's a home.
I think that's home too. I'll give you the home on that. So you're taking Michigan State to cover.
And the over.
God, God dang it.
That's awful. That could be the worst one you could have got.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna spin zone it. Hungry dog. 3 losses in a row. These are the hungry team looking for a win. They're gonna come out there and they're gonna punch Ohio State in the jaw and only lose by 20.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm torqued.
So I was looking at scores. Michigan State has scored a decent amount of points, but they did lose 34-7 to Minnesota 2 weeks ago, and then lost 27-13 to Maryland.
Yeah.
And that does not look good. Yeah. I'm going to side with Griffith. I'm taking Ohio State in the under. Just
I will
based
say
on-
Maryland is a good offensive team. I will say that. I will talk myself into Michigan State before Saturday.
I hope you do.
27 points, a lot of points, man. That's a push for
It is.
3 touchdowns and a touchdown. Oh,
The only team
No.
they scored
3
big points
touchdowns
in
and
was
2 field goals. 3 touchdowns and 2 field goals.
yeah. So they lost to Washington, Minnesota, and then Maryland. I think Ohio State might have their way with them.
Damn it.
All right, and the game we all want to watch this week, which can I just say this? If Will Levis is out, which all signs and directions are pointing to him being out, South Carolina is at Kentucky. Kentucky is a 10.5 starting. It closed to 6.5 with the news of Will Levis potentially not playing in the game, and the over/under dropped 3 points to 46. South Carolina is a plus 330. Well, actually a plus 215 now. So all signs are pointing that Levis is not playing. We all know that. And I guess Kyra Sharon has been appointed the guy who's going to start. Now, is he a freshman or a redshirt freshman?
Yeah.
So that personally, as a UK fan, makes me slightly nervous. Because I know we've shit on South Carolina the last 4 or 5. Is it? But
Yeah, we've won a lot. Yeah. Something like
I think
7 out of the last 8.
I think
or
it's
something.
7 out of the last 8. That slightly makes me nervous. Just having a young guy in there starting quarterback and leading the team. I'm still going to take Kentucky to cover because I think we should win by a touchdown. Also, I don't know the news on our linebacker,
Jacquez Jones.
Jacquez Jones. I haven't looked that up. Adam, look that up real quick if you don't care.
He's out.
Out.
He's listed as game time decision, but he'll be out.
Well, Stoops has he always does the same thing, and I'm gonna pull it up, and he always says the same exact thing. He says, "I have no news. My policy is always if somebody's out, I'll tell you. I don't have anybody out. If I had somebody out, I'd tell you." Now, I respect that, Coach Stoops, for protecting your players. That is fine and dandy. But that kills me. I want to know. If we're getting 2 days from the game, I need to know. But I will take Kentucky to cover still. And 46. That's tough. Because we're averaging 30 with Levis. And you're talking 16. Give me the over. You're talking 2 key characters in Levis and Jacquez Jones not playing. I think It's just this game does scare me.
I'm going with the Cats. Easy, 6.5. Give that to me. Even with Sharon starting at quarterback, our defense is going to hold South Carolina to a low amount of points, and our run game, our offensive line has been terrible in pass protection, but truthfully, in running the ball, we've not been terrible. So it's going to be a run heavy ball game. It's going to go quick. The defense is going to hold them. So I'm going to take the under at 46, and I'm going to take the Cats.
I do think Kentucky's going to win this game, man. I do. I can see this being a 3-point ball game. Just basically, I don't know how we look without Will Levis right now.
Yeah.
So a shot in the dark, I would take South Carolina cover 6.5, but I do think we still win. Hopefully. Yeah, I think this is going to be a very run heavy game, just like you said, Adam. Give me the under on that. See what the wheel does to me. But I would take normally South Carolina in the under.
All right, Kentucky is home. Or no, we're doing over under first.
I
Over-under.
keep getting that backwards.
It's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
It don't matter which way. 46.
It's an under.
Under.
Lock it.
Shit, I did it again.
All right, home is Kentucky, away is South Carolina at 6.5. Oh, it's freezing. Let it spin though. It's slowly moving. Adam, you just tell me when it stopped. All right, it's done.
It's out of the way. It's in the way.
South Carolina. So Garrett, it's kind of what you picked again. You're 3 for 2 with the wheel.
That's probably a bad thing, all things considered. But all right,
We'll see. I'm excited for the game, but I'll probably sweat enough for 10 people on Saturday.
Yep.
Next game
it's
is.
gonna be a scary one.
I just don't have any room to pace like I did in Oxford. Texas A&M is at Alabama. Alabama is a 24-point favorite. That line did not move, and it closed the over/under at 51, only moving half a point. A&M is a plus 1,125, and I don't think anybody's going to take that. Somebody will, but not us.
Um, 24's hot, man. I'll take Bama. And I'll take the over. I think Bama could put up 51 by themselves in this. Well, I don't know. A&M's got a good defense. I'll still take the over. God bless it. Over. Yeah, I'll do the over in Bama. I'll do that.
Yeah, that's difficult. So, Arkansas scored 25 on Alabama, and they scored 21 on A&M. Or no, wait. Yeah, so just looking, like, I'm trying to play the numbers game here and figure out who I want to take.
I don't think Bryce Young is playing. He said it's a game time decision, but his right arm looked
Ref.
a lot hurt than it would be to play the following week. I can tell you that.
Oh.
I'm gonna be honest with you, that doesn't change my pick at all.
So what?
Yeah,
That guy that
fair
came in,
enough.
like we talked on Tuesday, that guy who came in, he
Melrose.
took him a minute to get settled, but he did a fine job.
Well, he was a good facilitator for Gibbs to run up and down that field like nobody was even trying to tackle him.
Yeah, so I may as
So,
well
I mean-
see a lot more Gibbs this weekend also, if
Most
Young
likely.
is not playing. Give me A&M. I'm going to take one of these covers against Bama until they hit. And in the scoring, it looks like, oh God, Bama's scoring, besides against Texas, 50 plus. And it's at 51. Yeah, give me the over. Give me A&M and the over.
Yeah, I'm also taking A&M. 51's a little low. I mean, even if Bama runs out and did what they did to Arkansas in the second half after Milroe got settled, I think that over is going to hit for sure. Just comes down to how he plays. I mean, if this is a run heavy game could go pretty quick. 24 is a lot of points in that case. So I think either way, you're at least hitting one of those if you take A&M in the over. So
Yeah,
that's what I would take.
I'd say Gibbs is probably the best running back in the SEC.
Yeah.
If
Right
he had
now.
not transferred from Georgia Tech, it would, and Chris Rodriguez had started in the beginning of the season, it would be Chris Rodriguez. But never worked that way.
Yep.
All right, home is Bama, away is A&M.
Way.
All right, you got A&M on that.
That switch over?
Oh, it did. Yes, sir.
All
Yep.
right. Okay,
Killer.
A&M in the under.
Well, there you go.
I can talk myself into it.
Well, if it's a run-heavy game like you're talking about,
Good.
That's a good pick, I think.
Wait.
Next game is Texas at Oklahoma. This game started at -7 to Texas. Texas is a 9-point favorite at close, and the over/under closed at 66. Oklahoma is a +220. And hell, I don't know. Let me open my tabs here. Trying to go as I go here. 52, 19, 41, 37, 38.
Can tell you just based off what we've already seen out of Texas, Quinn Ewers is back, correct?
I think so, but I can check real quick.
I'm almost positive because I think he played this past week. That dude is a stud. I think Texas wins this game. I don't know if Oklahoma's going to be able to score like they normally do. I know that's crazy to think, these being Big 12 teams right now. Usually you think Texas on Oklahoma, you think 100 points scored, like just left and right. Who cares? 66, just a little too high. I would normally take Texas in the under in this situation.
Yeah. It says Texas Longhorn quarterback Quinn Ewers is expected to return and start on Saturday against Oklahoma, and according to Pete Thamel.
Okay.
So when he
You
got
might not
hurt,
have played last week, but
we were watching that game, not together in person, but we were watching that game. That was his off shoulder, right? That got hurt, that he got slammed into.
I believe so.
Okay.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm going to go with Oklahoma and the under. The under seems pretty easy. Texas has got a pretty good defense. But, man, 66 is a lot. And Oklahoma, I don't think Oklahoma's a bad team. I just think they must have had some kind of bad scheme or something against TCU. I don't know. That was completely out of the blue, and I don't think we need to, throw them in the trash can because of one game. So I'm gonna. We're the number 6 team in the country before that. So I'll take Oklahoma 9 points and then give me the under. Let's spin this wheel real quick. I got to switch some dogs out.
All right.
Oh God.
So the over/under.
There's a home on there for some reason. That's the under. That's the under.
There's two homes on that, but yes, that is an under.
That is the under.
Like it.
I'm gonna have to switch it back.
All right, Oklahoma home, Texas away. Texas.
Texas in the under.
Just like I said myself. So it's either great or horrible. We'll find out.
All right, so what Adam said, they gave up 55 to TCU. So I was trying to look back here. They also gave up 41 and lost to Kansas State. I actually remember one of our friends who's out in Kansas. He was talking about this game. I think he may even have went to it. Kind of blew his mind when he was talking about it. So Texas lost to Texas Tech, giving up 37. They gave up 20 to West Virginia. I'm taking Texas. I know this is so off script because I think I took a lot of overs today. Yeah. What is it at? 66? Oh, okay, that's kind of high. Give me Texas and the under.
Yeah. I agree with that.
I wanted to say over until I flipped over tabs and seen it was 66. That's a lot.
Yeah.
All right, and that is the end of our college football segment. We will now go on to the NFL games of the week. And the first game is the Falcons at the Bucks. The Bucks started at 9, they closed at 10, and the over-under closed at 46.5. The Falcons are plus 350. Garrett.
I like the Bucks in this situation. They're coming off a 10-point loss to the Chiefs. At the same time, though, the Chiefs put some points on them. That was strictly by pass. The Falcons, I would be surprised. I'm pretty sure the amount of pass attempts by Marcus Mariota last week for the Falcons was like 10 or something. That's something really low. They're a run-heavy team, and they're going to have to stay a run-heavy team. And then now they have Cordero Patterson on the IR. So now you got rookies like Tyler Algier have to step up. Give me the Bucks, but give me the under too. I don't think the Falcons will be able to score, and I don't see the Bucks running away and scoring 35, 40 points or whatever to hit this over. Yeah, give me the Bucks and the under.
Yeah,
for personal pick.
The Bucks played an amazing offense last week, and Pat Mahomes was obviously ready to put some points on the board.
Just a buzzsaw every time you play the Chiefs when they're like that.
I'm also taking the Bucks and the under. But let me ask you a question: is Devonta Freeman, is he retired or is he still there? How old is he now?
Devonta Freeman for the Falcons?
I mean, he played for the Falcons, did he not?
He hasn't played there in like 4 years, man.
That's just the one name that hits me when I was thinking about running backs in the Falcons, because I used to pick him up in our draft leagues on online NFL, like playing Madden. Where's he at?
Yeah, he is no longer in the league.
Okay.
He's free agent.
Kind of figured.
He made the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he's. I knew he was kind of old, but I couldn't remember how long it's been since I've seen his name. That's why I was thinking of that.
Roll with Tom Brady because he's going to be pissed off, and this is his game to go out and show he's an eligible bachelor. And I'm going to take the over. 46.5 is just a little bit too low. The Falcons' defense is terrible. No, never mind. I'm going to take the under. Buccaneers' defense is not terrible. So that the Falcons' offense is. So I'm going to say it's going to be like a 35-10 ball game, something like that. And take the Bucks and the under.
I like that. As you're opening up the tab for Garrett, could you imagine what it's like to be a single? I know until it's final, he can't really go out and do anything, or it'd be punishable. A single Tom Brady walking down the streets in Florida.
Yeah, that'd be wild.
Put that
the
land
Falcons,
on.
my boy.
You get the Falcons.
Don't like it.
Falcons and the under.
Hey, if Falcons are going to win, it's going to have to be an underball game. At least it worked out for you.
Yeah, that's true. The next game is Packers-Giants. The Giants are a 9-point favorite at close and a 41 over-under at close. Yeah. For some reason, Griffin, the favors, it says plus 285 to the Giants.
The Giants are the underdogs.
Okay, so it's a 9.5 Packers?
Yeah, I got it backwards.
Okay, that's fine. Just wanted to make sure. Packers, Giants. Packers Giants. Probably not a game I'm going to watch.
Nope.
9.5 though against Aaron Rodgers. It seems like a lot. So give me the Packs. Or no. Never mind. I was reading that as it was backwards. Okay. Ugh. Fuck, I don't know. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go with the Giants. I'll take the Giants, and I'll take the over in this game. Packers got a pretty good defense, but I think Saquon will be able to do some stuff in that ball game. And I think the Giants probably scored 2, maybe 3 touchdowns. I think the Packers win, and if they're going to do that, it's going to go over 41. So I'll take the over and then the Giants.
Is Sterling Shepard back?
He's out for the season.
Okay. I haven't read no updates on him since he went out.
I'm going to agree with Adam, though, man. I like the Giants in this position, not to win the game at Lambeau, because I've said this before. I'm a Danny Dimes believer. I think he is a good quarterback that's never had weapons around him to really show that what he can do. The dude gets out of the pocket and he's gone. 9.5's a lot of points against this Giants team, who is well coached. They got a good quarterback. Saquon is looking really good. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Giants, but 41. I think the Packers win, but the Giants get a few scores. Yeah, give me the over on that.
Saquon, number 1 producing back right now.
Yes, sir. Feels like 2016.
Hey, look at that. You get the Giants.
Hey, Giants.
What we like to see.
And the over.
At 41.
Buddy, look at that. Perfect.
I didn't pull up no numbers tabs like I did last week for this one. 9.5's a lot in the NFL, which there is another one down here that's 14, but that's understandable, kind of.
Oh, well, I'm sure we'll talk about that one.
Yeah, I got to take Giants just because Aaron Rodgers don't have a lot to throw to like in years past. But I'm going to take the over. I said this last week, I think, when I picked them, because Rodgers finds a way to score. That's why he's been an MVP as many times as he has. So I'm going to take Giants and the over. And our next game is Chargers-Browns. And at the beginning of the season, I never would have said this line closed at 2. The over-under is at 47.5, and the Browns are a plus 130.
Chargers are banged up, man.
The Browns haven't looked terrible. Not like terrible, like we normally look at them. Give me the Browns money line. I'm going to take a bold pick here. And over-under 47. Damn, I don't know. I've not been paying attention to this one.
The Chargers have a really good defense, but at the same time, Joey Bosa's out right now.
So they're not going to get as much pressure without him.
I think Khalil Mack is hurt right now. I'll check that.
If that's the case, before you tell me if he is out, I would take the over in this game. And I'm going to stick to that regardless of what you tell me right now.
I believe he's playing. I think he's fine. So
yeah, okay. I'm still going to stick with it just because I said it before I found out.
Yeah. Well, with all the injuries that the Chargers have, especially with Keenan Allen's finally getting back, potentially on Sunday, this is a pick'em game with the amount of injuries the Chargers have. But the Chargers are a better team. I think they're a better coach team. And all in around, they have the better pieces. So I would take LA. 47.5. This game's at Cleveland. Give me the over. Fuck it.
I'm going to roll with Browns money line and the over.
Oh, Griffith.
And over Brissett, he looked good the other night. Nick Chubb's rolling. Ball games. I don't care about the Browns, but Chargers have been all right, but they're not going to come out and just dog roll them. So, especially with it being in Cleveland, man, it can happen. So I'm going to take Browns and in the over.
I think that'll be a fun game to watch. That'll be a good Sunday game.
Yeah.
Be one I'll definitely sit and watch. All right, next game. Garrett, obviously you're going to go for
Hang
it.
on.
Oh, whoa. We got to spin this.
Need my wheel.
Big boy.
Need
Hang
my
on
wheel.
now. Hold your panties.
I keep forgetting about the wheel. I just was excited to see Garrett talk about this next game.
Oh, he's going Browns too, man.
There we
Good
go.
pick.
Shit.
The wheel takes it.
Browns and the under.
Yeah. Browns
Complete
the
opposite.
under.
All right. Look for a slugfest and Browns win by a field goal, I guess.
It's not too bad.
Yeah.
Next game. Garrett, obviously you get to go first on this one.
Of course.
The Steelers are at the Bills. This line did not move. It stayed at 14 to the Bills. So obviously everybody's split betting this one on the cover. And the over-under dropped half a point to 46.5. It is plus 575 to the Steelers.
Any pick at time? Are we winning this game? No. Are we losing this game by more than 14? Hell no. I mean, 14 points. We're 1-3 right now. We haven't lost a game that's been more than one possession. We play good teams tight, even if we lose. We still might give them a run for their money. And if anything, with Kenny Pickett being our starter right now, I think that makes it closer than it's already been that we've seen this past season. Last time we played the Bills was week 1 of last season. We won that game. So just being a homer, the Steelers are covering this game. Do I expect to go to Buffalo win? No. 14 points. That's disrespectful. That's very disrespectful. That's fine. Yeah, give me Pittsburgh to cover that.
How many towels?
And I don't know, man. Steelers fans, they travel, bro. But it's Buffalo. This is a different type of fan base, man. These are some wild people.
Be a couple parking lot scraps in this one.
If for sure.
Guess.
Well, they're also friendly though. Like Buffalo fans will fight you, but at the same time, they're like the friendliest people you ever meet. So it's like, I mean, just don't mess with them, don't mess with us, whatever. But like, I'm gonna take the over in this game. And never in my mind would I ever think Steelers Bills, especially the new age of it, would I ever take over at 46.5. This completely depends on Kenny Pickett slinging it around, and I'm pumped to see what we can do on offense now. Our defense is good. Can't wait to get TJ back, but we cover. Give me the over. This is when I wish the wheel had a money line feature, and I wish it landed on it just for the sheer fact of.
I can add it in there on one of the slides.
Give me one of them in there while I'm doing my little Steelers rant, because I don't think we win this game, but it'd be wild in Kenny's first start.
Yeah, so
to go to Buffalo and win this game.
On the cover tab, you should just put one money line or two
I think
on
he is.
opposites.
Way money line right there.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna make this a very. I think it's a 15-second spin.
You're gonna drag this one out.
Yeah.
God, I hope this lands money line. Give me the money line.
Oh, buddy. We got the weapons. It just depends on how Kenny plays.
Very past it.
Oh, it's gonna make you. Oh, wait! Ah, you get stakes too.
You get the.
No. I love that.
That's good. All right, so when over under.
Under.
I can see it.
Not too shabby.
Steelers in the under.
I'm not hating it.
So I was trying.
I'm gonna go Steelers. 14 points is that's a push bet at worst. It's way too many points. But I'm gonna take the over in it. I think Josh Allen's gonna throw for 1,000 yards, but I think Kenny Pickett's gonna be able to get in the end zone. So I'm gonna 46.5. Yeah, I'll take the over on that, and give me the Steelers. Plus 14 is just way too many points for an NFL game. Can go either
Alright,
way at
that's-
any moment. It's just
That sly little insult you threw in there. We don't give up a lot of receiving yards. With TJ out though, we do give a lot of rushing yards. So 1,000 yards. If the Baltimore secondary can't give up 1,000 yards to Josh Allen, it sure as hell ain't going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, unrelated, I had to throw that in there because it made me mad in the moment.
ha. Who'd you take, Blackman?
I have not said yet. I was trying to look up. I was trying to base this off of the running back. Steelers obviously have a good D line, but they don't have Watt still, right?
Oh.
Singletary only had 49 yards rushing and 47 yards receiving against the Ravens. Now, I would take D line again of the Steelers before I would the Ravens. He might have a little bit more. So, I still want to take the Steelers to cover, but I think they're going to hit. I'm going to take the under in this game. I think they're going to try to run the ball. This is all just complete bullshit. But I think they're going to try to run the ball. And with Pickett in there, I also think that Najee's going to get some more looks and more touches than he was before. Just to take some pressure off Kenny Pickett. They're not going to throw him out to the Wolves first starting game of his career. So, give me the under, short game, and the Steelers to cover.
Hell yeah.
Ball.
Next game is Cowboys-Rams. Rams are 4.5. Closed at 5.5. And the over-under closed at 43. That's plus 210 to the Cowboys. Can Cooper Rush make it to 5-0 as a Cowboy starter?
Yes, he can.
No.
Yes, he can.
Yes, he can.
Yes, he can. Dude, look, I hate to say it. I hate to
know what
bash
you're
on our
doing.
boy, but Liam Cohen is just not averaging to 11 points a ball game.
He's not.
And that's not going to get any. That's not going to get any easier against the Cowboys defense. So, Rush, man, I'm going to go with it. I'm going to take the Cowboys main line, and I'm going to go the over.
Yeah, I like that because Ramsey's not looked like himself either. He's been not, I won't say mossed on, but he's had a lot of balls caught on him so far this year. Just from my personal eyes seeing it. The numbers may not be there, but it just seems that way. I'm not going to take money line, but I am going to take the Cowboys. And give me the over.
Right there with you, Blackburn. I don't think the Cowboys win this game. I think they lose by a field goal. So give me the Cowboys. 43 is just way too low. Yeah, I'll take Dallas.
Spread.
Yeah, spread Cowboys. Now, do I want the Cowboys to win money line? Really, I do. I want the Cowboys to I'm tired of hearing about Cowboys fans saying this is their year. I want them to actually be good. I enjoy watching the Cowboys. I always have.
I never want the Cowboys to be good at anything.
All right, here's what we're going to do, Garrett. We're going to add, since we got an away money line, we're going to add in one home money line.
That's fine.
See what happens. Oh, it's going. I forgot I turned it all the way down to slow. Hey, well, you got a chance here. You get the home
That's
team.
at home. All right.
I don't like that.
And
Over.
the over.
It was in the over.
1 or 2. That's fine.
You'll take it.
You'll always be worried.
Next game is Bengals at the Ravens. This line did not move. It stayed at 3.5 to the Ravens. The over-under is 48, and it is, plus 155 to the Bengals. Now, does Lamar blow it in the second half again, like he has the last 2 weeks?
It ain't Lamar's fault, but go off.
Well, I just want to shit on
But
him.
continue.
I love shitting on Lamar. He's good, but I like talking smack about him. Uh, like we said the other day, without Tua, I think that game is either really close or the Dolphins win. Um, the Ravens have not looked terrible besides their decision making. I will say.
Yep.
Sorry, Lamar, I wasn't directly talking at you. Besides throwing that pick, that was stupid. uh, give me the Bengals, man. I'm going to be a homer in this pick. Just can't go away from it. And I do think both teams are going to score a lot of points. Because
you picking them to win the game?
No, I'm picking Bengals to cover the 3.5. But I also think it's going to be an over because you're not going to. If Lamar gets out of the pocket and he's got open field, you're not going to stop him. They're going to convert some of those, which also would slow the clock down. That kind of counteracts my thinking, or keeps the clock running. My bad. So give me the Bengals in the over. I'm pumped to watch this game. Sunday night game, right?
Yep. I'm ecstatic about this game.
I bet you
because, yeah, this is a lose-lose situation as a Pittsburgh Steelers fan because one of your division rivals is going to get a win on another division rival and put them higher in the standings. But when it comes down to it, in my heart, I respect the Ravens and I despise the fucking Bengals. So, the Ravens are a better team. They're the best team in the AFC North. I have no problem saying that. John Harbaugh, if he gets his head out of his ass and stop calling for, going for it all on fourth down and fourth and goal and just kick a field goal and win the damn game, the Ravens are 100% 4-0 right now. Give me the Ravens and give me the over. I will be a Ravens fan Sunday night. Not really, but I deal with a lot of delusional Bengals fans. Blackburn, you're not one of them. You're
Thank you.
reasonable.
Thank you.
But on a daily basis, I deal with a lot, and I'm just sick of it. I mean, they beat the Jets. They beat a team where they almost killed two on the field in the first half, and they only beat them by like 2 possessions. Give me the Ravens. Jesus Christ. The Bengals are not that good of a team. It pisses me off. It really does.
Okay.
You seem like you're getting a little hot.
Well, this is a very hatred
I hate
rivalry
'em.
here. So the question is that I have: can the Ravens secondary stop Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins, and Jamar Chase? That's the only question I have for the game.
For the entirety of the game, no. But can you all contain Lamar Jackson?
No.
Because there's been several teams that are much better than the Bengals who have not contained him this season, and nobody will contain him.
That's why I think it evens out, and it's going to be like a 3, which maybe I shouldn't have took the Bengals. It's going to be like a 3 or 7 point game, both either way.
Could be, but at the same time, I think it's going to be a shootout.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think mistake prone offensively. Right now, the Bengals just look so clunky on offense at times. I think they are more mistake prone.
Yeah.
Lamar puts game into his hands. They win by touchdown. There's 100 points scored in this game.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Because we have looked better. You can go ahead and open up the wheel of God here.
I'm gonna give my pick first. Hang on now.
You've done it in different order every time. I don't know which one you're gonna do.
I know. Hang on. I am not a delusional Bengals fan. I could care less about what the Bengals do, but I'm gonna take Bengals and win the ball game.
Yes.
I'm definitely taking the over. I think there's gonna be a lot of points, but man, Bengals are kind of on a little roll here. They did say what you want to about the Dolphins, but they did beat the Dolphins. I think that Joe Burrow's catching his groove, and I don't know. I think it's going to be a good day for Cincinnati. So I'm going to take the Bengals in the over.
I like that.
Bengals to win in the over.
I think our line hasn't fully figured it out, but they're slowly putting it together because the sack rate has dropped dramatically from week 1 and 2.
But well, you all won 2 games against teams with no guy that's on the defensive line.
Yeah, I agree with that.
the Baltimore Ravens have some guys on their defensive line. Joe Burrow's going to be running for his life quite a bit in this game.
I disagree. I think we got it
Okay.
figured out. I said fire the
All right.
offensive line coach. Now I don't. Love the guy.
If you want me to show you some highlights of week one with your
Let's not do that.
guard getting his shit rocked in.
Let's not do that.
All right, over under. Garrett's taking the over. And
Oh, yeah.
for who's gonna win the ball game?
Fuck off.
Yes, Garrett picked the Bengals.
Bengals money line. Look at that. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I
so
hope
glad.
to God. I hope to God
resign.
he gets an away money line right here.
I'm so glad you did
Here's
that.
here's my
I
resignation
hope to
from
God
DGN
it
Sports.
gets an away money line right here.
Go, 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 go.
Yeah, baby.
No.
You know what's in my fucking heart. You know it.
Nope, it's an away.
Hold on here.
Away.
I think that's a respin. That's pretty damn tight.
I'm telling you, it's an.
I'll give
Can I
Garrett a
give you
respin.
I appreciate it.
I'll give Garrett
Now,
one
now
respin.
this is really going to mess me.
Oh, God.
No.
Yes! He still gets the Bengals.
Who's taking the Bengals?
You all know where my heart is.
Your heart is full of hatred, Garrett. I need you to cheer up.
Did that say over or under for you?
Over.
It's all Bengals
I'm
and
fine with
over. That's not a bad pick, though. I know you don't
No,
want it.
but it pains me.
All right, our last NFL game is the Raiders at the Chiefs. This game started at 7.5, closed at 7. The over-under did not move. It's still 51, and the Raiders are plus 285. I'm just going to say, after watching the Chiefs last week, I'm taking the Chiefs to cover. Mahomes is playing like a man possessed, and he is mad after that loss. And I think he's going to continue to do so. And like we said on Monday, the Raiders are the best losing team in the NFL. They have to be. They have good personnel. But against the Chiefs, I can't take you against the Chiefs. It's almost like you don't bet against Tom Brady. Pat Mahomes has become one of those people it's going to be hard to bet against him because you're going to win more times than not. Give me the Chiefs and give me the under.
Ooh.
I'm going out on a limb.
I'm rolling with the Chiefs as well. I hate it at 7. I can see this game being a push very, very easily. Is it still at 7?
Yeah,
Not
close,
7.5.
Close
Okay.
at 7.
Okay. Yeah. This game's a push. I'm not mad about it. But Kansas City's Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes. The only issue that gets me is just do like a name thing, like for each team's offense. 'Cause you got Kansas City. I mean, you've got Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes, and then you go to Las Vegas. I mean, you got Devontae Adams, Darren Waller,
Hunter
Renfro thrown in there. David Carr if he plays, or Derek Carr. Sorry, not David Carr. This ain't 99. Derek Carr if he plays to a certain level, that's not what he has been. I mean, this is a divisional game, so this means something. I think there's a lot of points scored. Kansas City in the over. Too many offensive weapons on either team, man.
I'm in the same boat, but Kansas City in the over. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Now let's see what the great odds tells us.
Yeah, give me that Raiders under. Oh God, this one I'm stressed about. Don't do this to me, man.
Raiders.
Garrett gets the Raiders.
Right.
You know, I hope this wheel goes undefeated.
Raiders and under. Raiders and under.
That's fucking washed.
I'm trying to look up what Carr is against the spread. But
I need to be respectful against the wheel. The wheel is just. The wheel is God.
We love God.
Love God. All right.
So
Well, we'll see how that works out for Garrett.
So right now, just looking at this article I'm reading, Derek Carr represents 22.1% of the bets and 30.3% of the handles placed on passing yards leading at the end of the season. Leading passing yards as a QB.
He's done it before.
And 16% of the bets total on being the touchdown leader as out of quarterbacks.
He can sling it. Don't get me wrong. Like the past couple of seasons, like he's been top 5 passing when he's not been hurt. Like he's been top 5 in like every passing statistic. But it's just get it together and like making the plays when you need to make the plays. That it's like his decision making is not there. But a regular season, a regular Sunday, 1 o'clock game against a non-divisional opponent, by God, he looks like the greatest quarterback ever. When it matters, I mean, he's just. I don't know if he's completely there yet.
He's good in primetime games.
He is.
Yeah.
He is good in primetime games.
I just wonder sometimes, like, are the Raiders cursed? Like, how good would he be somewhere else? I think that's a great question. Like, Derek Carr is not a bad quarterback, in my opinion. It's just, I don't know about the Raiders.
True.
But that is the end of all of our picks for the week. I think everybody. I wish us all luck. Hopefully, I win again. That's what I want. You already updated these two.
We talked about this, Blackburn. We talked about why you have the best percentage.
Yeah, and you know how many times I went first today? So you can.
You sit back and let me and Garrett hash it out, and you go, you know what? You've talked me into it. This is what I'm going to go
Well,
with.
yeah, like we do that in a casual situation. Like if me and you were talking about betting on the games, I'll also let you all talk me into something. So I'm trying to make it as real, like, not just be like, I'm just going to go opposite because these guys did. You know what I mean?
No, I'm not saying you go opposite. I'm saying you get the best information, and then you're like, okay, I'll go with this.
Yes, because, obviously I'm hosting a show and pulling this information up as I go. I'm not reading. I didn't read anything today. I just done by points and what everybody's done previously in the season. That's what I've done the last 2 weeks, and I'm going to stick with it until it completely bankrupts me. Do we have, before we get off here, do we have a parlay that we like to put in this week?
Yeah, let's put something together. Let's see here.
Because last week's failed because I couldn't make a trip up to Indiana before we left for Oxford. I'm looking for this too. And Garrett, if you've got some random one that you found, throw it out there. I'll write it down too.
I haven't looked at anything other than what we're picking on. I honestly think, though, parlay-wise, I don't feel too comfortable to do a long parlay or a multiple-leg parlay with any of the college games.
No.
I feel like they're pretty tight.
I thought the same thing when me and you first talked before we started recording. I was like, Garrett, some of these I don't know about. Most of them I don't know about.
Let's just string together a couple easy money lines, and we can make a plus 200 easy.
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
So let's do
Steelers, Giants, Raiders.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Me and Griffith agreed on the Browns. I don't hate it.
No. I'm not talking like that. I'm saying let's pick 5 games where so we got the Bucks minus 480. Let's put that in there. We got Kentucky minus 440. Put that in there. Florida minus 435. Put that in there. Just a couple easy. I mean, we if you stick 3 or 4 of those together, you're going to get plus 200.
You should. And if you want, I can tell you real quick what that will come out to be with one of these.
Let's see here. Let's see, we'll take Florida
I don't know if it'd be worth adding Georgia to that, but with a parlay,
Georgia, you don't
can
have
help.
they don't have a line for that. Nothing
Yeah.
I've
Oh,
seen.
okay.
Not on this calculator. They don't have anything. What
What
time's
about
the
Ohio State?
What time's the Florida game?
Kentucky's down to minus 260. Oh yeah, that's big. Throw out. I'm not throwing.
I'm trying to look here and throw these together.
Here's an Army and Wake Forest under at 65.5.
Wake
Ooh,
Forest.
I don't hate that.
I mean, Wake Forest scores points, man.
I don't
playing
think they
an
score
Army.
65.
Here's one for you. Here's one for you. UTSA and Western over under 73.5.
Jesus.
Ooh,
44 to
that's
30.
massive.
It has to be 40 to 34.
That was Bailey Zappi at Western. I'd be all over that over.
Okay, so here it is right here.
So with just the Bucks, UK and Florida, we're at plus 108 just off of this.
I got Florida money line, Kentucky money line, and under 73.5 is plus 228
On what game is that?
for the Western and UTSA game.
College football. What time is that game, Adam? So I can find it quickly.
6:00.
So the under. Okay, so that comes out at
73.5.
Yeah. plus 296.
Florida money line, Kentucky money line, and under.
That's with the Bucks.
Okay, that's fine. That's
said-
300. That's 3 to 1.
Yeah. So we'd come out with $400. $33 turns into 100. That's not terrible.
No.
So Florida
we
wins,
can,
Kentucky wins.
we can throw in some other stuff here.
If we can find something.
I mean, you can put Michigan over Indiana. I can string together like a 10-teamer.
I don't like going past 6.
Well, I mean, if most of them are like minus 2,000, I mean, you do like two or three close ones, and then the rest of them are just Ole Miss over Vandy.
What's the money line on that?
Minus 1,000.
That's not a bad one to throw in. Let me see what that bumps it to. 336.
Army Wake Forest over under 65.5.
Do you like the under in that, or?
Okay, so this is an 8-team parlay.
What's it
And
say?
it's plus 674.
That's a big one.
Florida money line, Florida over Missouri, Clemson over Boston College, Ole Miss over Vandy, Kentucky over South Carolina, Michigan over Indiana, Alabama over Texas A&M. Army Wake Forest under at 65.5, and Western Kentucky UTSA under at 73.5.
Okay. Well, out of those 8, we will decide and pick something to string a parlay together with. And on our recap show on Monday, we will tell you what we picked and tell you whether we won or lost. I think that's probably the only fair way. It's hard to like string one together when some of these games are so tight you don't know what you're going to do. But thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe below. Give us any comments, recommendations. God, I can't speak right now. That'd be a terrible radio host. But we will see you all again on either Monday or Tuesday. You never know. Our planned schedule is Monday, but Mondays are hard. Nobody likes doing Mondays. But we'll see you again then. And thanks for watching.
Peace.